Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M53 M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Fisherman's Bay, and it's under the command of shootr79 of the Wolf Creek serial arsonists. Yes, that truly is their name. Let's see how they get on. Game on! Well, you can see he's got the side-by-side skill and the concentration skill, both working for a brief moment, but of course he's now pulling away from some of the teammates. That T92 is going to get closer to him, but I'm not sure he's actually going to stay within proximity of him so that he can get the skill working. Or side-by-side only works if both of you are together. And I suspect that T92 is coming down here, and he has, so they have got the side-by-side working after all. It's not a skill that I think is a really good one, mainly because you have to be close to the enemy, and if a light tank discovers both of you, well, you're in trouble. At the moment, we've got a Shure MV7X coming up this end of the map. He's got a lot of trouble because, of course, he's found a lot of our teammates. Meanwhile, at the other end, we've got a Bosch. Rounds out. Well, that's a direct hit. We've got the lovely sizzle sound. 240 hit points off the Bosch. Now, this is an 8-inch howitzer. It's the M55. It's capable of doing 900 alpha, and it will penetrate 52 millimeters of armor and 10.5 meters on the burst radius, between 12.5 and 28 seconds of stun. And it looks like the enemy Arty is also in the corner, or at least one of them is. They've got an Object 261 and the 212A. So we did spot for a brief moment a Gorilla 15 in the bushes near that spot there where we're aiming. But the Shure MV7X is still moving about. But you notice we had a red line there for a brief moment. That means one of the buildings near where we are is actually interrupting the field of fire. Well, he decided to fire long at the enemy Arty. That's tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks. You're actually better off being a little further back at the back of the map, but it also raises you up because there is that ground, that high ground there, and the more raised you are, the more likely that they're going to spot exactly where you are on the position. You can see the Shure MV7X took 2 hits at least, 2 big holes in its hull, but then it does have very thin armor. Up here we've got a T110E3 trying to use the bunker. And over in the town there's a number of enemy tanks, but at the moment, the way that we're positioned, we can't really get a shot into the town. The high buildings in Fisherman's Bay really do make it difficult trying to shoot from one side of the map to the other. But they do work in the opposite direction, funnily enough. If you're in the town shooting out into the west side of the map, it's a lot easier. Now, there's no real viable shot on the E3 there. It looks like the T92 is doing counter battery. But look, there's the Gorilla. And rounds out. Looks good. Direct hit. That's bound to hurt. The Gorilla doesn't have any armor. It's basically just a Panther hull with a huge gun mounted on top of it. And that means that HE rounds tend to really muck up the crew and, well, damage all the modules. You can still see the tracer coming out from this corner of the map, although at the interval it's actually firing, it would suggest that there's only one, and it might be the Object 261 rather than the 212A. Of course, a short reload on the Arty is the 212, it's the 261. Oh, he just killed a TVP! Managed to get that shell into the rear, and I reckon that was a penetrating shot on the engine deck. Well, well, well. Well, that's certainly very useful. Again, no viable shots into the town at the moment. And now we have the Object 277 pops out from behind that house, rounds out, direct hit, 418, that was a good shot. Looks like the T92 is also decided to fire in that general direction. Oh, and that was a massive hit there, but I'm afraid we won't get the stun assist on that one, because of course he was stunned by the T92 after our stun. In fact, he's only got 12 hit points left, so just a shell landing near him will end his game. Rounds out. And it does. He's out the game. Well, don't think there's any shot on the tortoise or on the tiger mouse for that matter. Now, we might be able to get a shot on the tortoise and tiger mouse when they come out the north of the town. This ST2, in the meanwhile, while if he backs up, we might be able to get a shot on him, but not while he's right next door to that building. And I'm not sure we're going to get a penetrating shot from that one. Rounds out. No, it's not a penetrating shot, but it does bring him down to a one shot. So the next person to fire an HE round at the ST2 will more than likely kill him. Meanwhile, the tiger mouse did come out of the town, but he didn't last very long. The K91 PT finished him off, and now we've only got to worry about the ST2 and the tortoise, and both of those are one shots. Okay, in the town, in the center, the Posh 155's popped up. He's full health. No, didn't give us enough time to get the lead on the shot there. He's being cautious. The Concept 1B hiding, so's the Fosh. He knows he can't move out without getting hit. It would be a bad move. And if we fire right now, we'll definitely hit the building, not the Fosh. We need him to move out in the open. Well, the partial solution there. Rounds out. Well, yes, that is a solution. 481 hit points. He's still getting the side-by-side and the concentration skill, but sadly no stun assist at the moment, so he can't get the communication expert working. If he could get that, if he's got the skill, then that would be a nice one to get operating. So that's another 2.5% to the crew skills. Of course, the concentration skill works on the dispersion, and the side-by-side, I believe that one also works on, if I remember correctly, it's crew skills again? Crew efficiency bonus, yes. So we're only one up on the enemy, but it appears that we have taken down some of their heavy tanks in the town centre. You can see on hit points we're way up on the enemy. 2,500 hit points up. That's at least a heavy tank at tier 10. And a Conqueror suddenly appeared. And we might have a shot as it stands. Rounds out. Yes! 281. And even the T92 has a go. And we got 86. So it means we won't be getting the stun assist off that tank from now on. But I think the K91 PT's pulled away, so he's going to let that guy get to the end of the town before he starts firing at him. Meanwhile, looks like the enemy Arty's still firing from this position, but it's a little further down. Our TVP's managed to get past the gorilla. Now would be a good time to hit him. Rounds out. And that's a splash kill. And that's an important one, because now we're 3 tanks ahead of the enemy. And once that guy's gone, now it's easier to get the enemy. It was the 212A that was actually over this side. And now he's gone. E4 killed him, but the Bosch killed the E4. So we're still 3 up on the enemy. And that was the T92, or was that us? We're loaded, rounds out. And that's a kill, the Bosch. That's 4 kills now for Shooter. He's having a good game. He hasn't had to relocate at all during this game. The enemy Arty really hasn't been interested. In fact, now they've lost both Artys, so they're really we can position ourselves wherever we want for our own benefit. They loaded again. Those enemy tanks in the town have not come out. And although our guys are pulling back from our cap area, with the 2685 being the only one that's moved forward, I kind of get the feeling that the enemy's turned around and they're running back to their own cap area to stop our 704 and TVP T5051 from getting the cap area. He's got the 3 achievement mark for the number of ace tankers he's had in this vehicle. It's an awful lot of them. So supposedly the Bosch is there in the center. And there's the Felice as well, somewhere in there. There's the Bosch. You can see the Conqueror is now coming towards our cap area. The T92 hasn't really made any move yet. I guess he's waiting for us. I'm surprised that these guys have come up all the way they have, because it's basically they're giving away their own cap area and leaving it to the Bosch and the Felice. That's a kill. The ST2. And that means now he's got 5 kills. He could get a Top Gun. That would be very nice indeed. But there's only 3 enemies left. One of those in the town centre, in the field centre. And that is the Bosch 155. The other one in the town's the Tortoise. The TVP's coming up to the south end of the town. Oh, that was a direct hit. That was a direct hit. I think that was on the Felice, not the Bosch. Well, that Bosch is getting pummeled by the TVP. He's emptying his mag into the guy, and the kill shot goes to the Kunstpanzer. And now we've got the 2-minute warning. There's the Tortoise, the last enemy. So if we can get this one, we get a Top Gun. Rounds out. Well, 51 hit points. It was close. We got a stun. The TVP's in full reload at the moment. That's why he's not fired. But he's, yeah, there he goes. So close to a Top Gun. And that is the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and he's done it again. He's got another ace tanker out of this game. shootr79 of the Wolf Creek serial arsonist has done it again. That was an ace. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually ended up with 5. 1 short of getting a Top Gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 14. And he got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. His win rate was 5,312, which is super unicum and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he definitely got the highest damage in the game, but it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get the high caliber. 3,707 hit points of damage went to shootr79. 3,610 went to the Concept 1B on his team, and 3,610 also went to the Object 277. So 2 players ended up on the same value, although one of them did get kills, the other one didn't. And the one who was top on kills was Shootr again, 5 kills to him. 3 kills went to the Tortoise on the enemy team. 2 kills went to the Concept 1B and the K91 PT on his team. And on the enemy team, the Foch 155 and the other Foch both managed 2 apiece. When it came to base XP, he's in second place. So he got 2 out of 3. Missed out on the third one. The Concept 1B got 1,234. The M53, M55 and Shootr got 1,129. They were the only 2 players who managed to make it over 1,000 base in the game, with the third place going to the K91 PT at 865. He fired 15 rounds, a decent number of rounds, but he actually did get quite a few blind hits on the enemy. 8 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, and 12 splash. Well, I have a guess that the penetrating shot may have been actually early on in the game. It may have been that Gorilla 15. Let's have a look. Yes, it was. Look at that. 1,197 hit points from that one shot alone. The Gorilla 15 is a lovely tank to hit if you're an Arty, because they have no armor really, so to speak, just a gun shield. And if you hit it, there's a very, very good chance that you're going to get a penetrating shot on them. So yes, very good one, that one. He also got 3,707, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 5, did 269 hit points of stun assist of 3 stuns. So a very small amount of stun assist in this game, but he did get a high amount of damage, and that's why he got the ace tanker. On a free-to-play account, actually, he made a profit of 62,166 credits, including an 85,000 mission completion bonus, and he also took away 2,258 experience points on this one as well. So the first game in our video is a resounding success by shootr79. Let's have a look at the second replay, also featuring the M53, M55. The second replay is on the Berlin map, and we're on the east spawn. And the name of the player is StuInTokyo.
Let's go.
Game on. Well, he's also got several achievement awards on his vehicle and the Canadian flag as well, so I presume he's from Canada. Okay. Both of them got the M55. Barrel doesn't extend over the front of the vehicle. If it did, that will be the 155mm gun. Gives the Centurion a nice healthy clout, but the guy doesn't move. So I presume he hasn't woken up yet. Okay. Well, this is an original position because most Arty tend to stay north of the cap areas to the start of a battle, unless of course they go to that spot in G1. On the east side of the map, there's this little spot here next to the cap area where there's plenty of bushes and trees. The only problem is it kind of blocks you off from shooting at the bunker because of course the right stack gets in the way. Right, he's changed his mind, he's actually going north. Now I can understand that because of course you can also fire into the town centre from this area over here, and that's what the 212A is doing. Frequently almost flipping the thing over. He's in a bit of a hurry. Well, we're 2 tanks down on the enemy at the moment. But we are massively also down on hit points, which means that, yes, if we don't get a move on soon, we're going to run out. Okay, it's ready to go. Okay, 2 prime targets, Basante C45 and a Nurgle, rather. That's out. Well, it lands right next door to the Nurgle for 309. And we just saw a shell fired at the, I think it was the Ferdinand, so that must be our teammate in the 212A. And he is a one-shot now, so ideally we need to get that guy on the next round. Standard reload for this Arty is 40.27 seconds. And we can see here that Stu actually has 33.81. Ferdinand is well into cover now. When he fires the round in, oh, he splashed him to death. And we got there just a split second before the 212A. So unfortunately that means the 212's missed a shot or a chance at more damage. It's one of the reasons why I do mark my targets, actually, because if I mark them, then my teammate might decide not to shoot at the same target I'm going for to ensure that he gets a fresh hit on a different target. Saves a lot of trouble in the long run. Well, the Nergal's gone down now. Can we hit this T-13? Yep. Well, we just lost our Grom to a Noobs 03, but the T-30 went down, and that was the Concept 1B. That Udas just killed 2 of our tanks, the Bisonte as well. So somebody over there is being very, very deadly indeed. In fact, actually, the Udas is right in the center of the map, in the bunker. That's where he was. So, we're looking to try and get a shot, a counter battery. The enemy RT in this one are a batch out 155-55 and the M53 M55. Tier 9 game with Tier 8 tanks. So we just saw the Tracer, but we've already switched to the T54. Okay, this Blesk, we can certainly make a mess of him. Line it up, he just fired. Well, it exploded behind the Blesk, unfortunately. We're 2 behind the enemy, and they seem to have control of most of the south area of the map. Our ELC is still putting up a little fight over there, and in fact, actually, he hasn't been touched, so I get the feeling he's spotting, not actually hitting anyone. The Blesk is still there, but he's not showing himself. Not easily, anyway. He's just showing the top of the tank. Rounds out. Nope. T28 prototype way down in the south. It's a little further to fire because it's a 3-second delay. Almost loaded. He's sitting behind that wall. Rounds out. 281. The thing about this game is that Stu is actually getting assists. He's got 842 so far. And he's picked up 1,343 actual damage. That was the shot from the 212A. Now, let's see what we can do, because if we can get around into the T28, the Centurion should have an easier job trying to take him down. He's only 420, but if we fire, we might miss out on getting a high caliber. Now we can fire with impunity. Fires the round in. Does get a hit, a big hit, 411. And that guy now is a one-shot for the Centurion, and he takes him. I think the Centurion will be happy about that one. And they can turn around and deal with this Astron Rex. Our ELC did get taken out, unfortunately. He did get spotted eventually. But there goes the Kunstpanzer. Taken out by the Centurion, and now we've got the Astron Rex going after the Centurion, and I don't think the Centurion's going to survive this one, but we'll hope that he does. Oh, he does! Now, yes, we did splash the Centurion 1, but we got 2 kills now. There's still 5 enemy out there. 2 RT, 2 tank destroyers, and 1 medium. The medium is that UDES 03, or is it? No, it's the Barras, sorry. The UDES 03 and the Borsig are the 2 tank destroyers. And of course, we've discussed the Arty earlier. Rounds out. Oh, that was a blind kill on the Borsig! Based on the minimap, I think. Wow, that's really good. He's taken out the Borsig, probably the most likely spot that Borsig was going to be in. He plonked the round in there and he's got himself a nice little kill. That means he's on 3 now. We just saw the tracer from one of the Artys way down in the south. In fact, yes, he's marking it on the minimap to say, yep, Arty, nicely thought out. Let your teammates know where they are so that they can get at them. So from being 2 behind, now we're 1 ahead. And we are, well, we're on par when it comes to hit points. Remember, both Artys, both still have all of their health, the Arty. And I think he's worried about the 212A actually getting hit by the UDES or the Barras. And he's decided to personally go after the Arty and find out which one is up this end. It could be either of them. There's no way of actually determining. Need to squeeze past this. I think it's that the Blesk, actually, that one. And we're going to have a look in the corner because somebody is obviously firing from this corner of the map. 212A is joining us. Now, if he does spot us, he'll probably try and shotgun us. It's one of the good things about the M53, M55. It can pick up some speed. 56.3 kilometers an hour. Now, is he in the vicinity? Well, we're right in the corner now. And no, he's not here. But he could be just around the corner in the next yard. Need to be thorough just to make sure. Okay, check the coal yards. Wow, very aggressive with the way he moves, this Arty. Nice. Okay, so he's checked all the likely places. It means now that the enemy Arty definitely moved down to the south. You can see one of them's down there already, the Batchat, and we just lost our Progetto 54. Okay. Fires snap. And he has got the communications expert working now. The UDES is in the bunker in the centre, so we can leave that to the Concept 1B for the moment, but I think he might try a shot through the slits into the bunker and see if he can splash the guy. It's not an easy shot from this angle. There's the Barras. He's on the move. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Okay, he stopped. Rounds out. Oh, kill shot! Lovely one. That's his 4th kill of the game. There's still 3 out there. The UDES is now the only one in the center. He's trapped in there. Concept 1B will hold him in position. And the Borsig is nearby too. So he can't leave that bunker. He'll get taken out if he does. We need to move a bit further south if we're going to get a shot through that wall into the UDES. And he does get him! So that's his 5th kill of the game. And that means now it's just the 2 Arty left. The Batchat 155, 55 and the M53, M55. He's got a real chance of getting a top gun, and he's just around the corner. but he's not loaded yet. The enemy Arty, the M53, is just around the corner. We know it's that one because the back chat was down in the south. And in fact, the 212A is going in. Now that guy won't be loaded just yet, but he'll probably go for the 212. No, it was the 212 got the shotgun. And that's the enemy Arty firing at the 212. Okay, so only one enemy left. It is the Arty. I'm hoping that the other guys are going to let him get the kill so that he can pick up his shotgun, his top gun rather. Not his shotgun, well, he'll probably get a shotgun when he does it. But this will be really beautiful if they let him get it. The Concept 1B and the 212A both capping. And then the enemy Arty just fired at them because there's a shell crater appeared in the cap zone. So he's got to be stationary at this moment, waiting for his reload so he can take another shot. I reckon we're going to find him momentarily. And he's just around the corner. He's just fired. And now he's running. I wish we had the Benny Hill chase music going, but it's copyrighted, so if I did, I'd probably get claimed. But he's got this back chat now. He just needs to turn, face him, and blast him into oblivion. Go for it. Oh! He takes a hit, but he gets the back chat, and that's the top gun, and that wins the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for StuInTokyo in the M53, M55. He got a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 19. He also got a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, he got 6 exactly in this game, and he'd had to take a hit from the back chat to do that, actually. He could have been wiped out, actually, unfortunately, but thankfully he wasn't. But his win rate from that game, 3,769, which is super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, you can see that the highest damage in the game actually belongs to the Concept 1B. We've got 4,514 hit points of damage. That guy picked up the cool-headed, the high caliber, the Confederate, and a steel wall. Second highest damage turned out to be Stuhl, who managed to get 2,906. And the third highest damage was the K91PT with 2,492. When it came to kills, yes, Stuhl got that one. 6 kills to him. 2 kills went to the Concept 1B on his team, the Centurion 1, and the Progetto 54. And on the enemy team, the Barask, the Astron Rex, who also picked up a Aslains medal, and the Udas 03 all managed 2 kills apiece. When it came to the base XP, well, he misses out on that one as well, I'm afraid, because the Concept 1B got so much in the way of damage. He also got 1,114 base. And in second place, we've got Stuhl with 1,044. And in third place, we've got the 212A with 728. He fired 14 rounds in this game. Got 5 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, and 12 splash. The penetrating shot has to be the last one. That shot on the back chat, very close range. Yep, it was a penetrating shot. He also got 12 splashes, 2,906 hit points of damage, of which 2,466 were at more than 300 meters, the close one being the back chat. And of course, he was close to the enemy M53, M55, and that guy was taken down. He did receive 1 hit from the back chat. It was a hit by way of splash. 11 enemy vehicles were damaged, 6 were killed, 9 shots caused damage assistance, or 9 hit points of damage assistance, and 842 hit points of stun assist off 6 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a loss of 9,202 credits from that game, but he also picked up 1,044 experience points, base XP as well. So at least it was positive on base XP, even if he lost credits on the game. And of course, he picked up another top gun. So there you have it. 2 interesting games in the M53, M55. I hope you enjoyed both of them. First one, the shooter on the Fisherman's Bay map, getting an ace and a gauze, and the second one for StuInTokyo, Tokyo, with a first class and a top gun. Hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please give them a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.